skills which are measured qualitatively, not in terms of numbers, but as, let's say, text form. In text form, you collect the data. Your data will be in the form of a huge text. It could be, the content you take from certain document, or it could be content of interview you conducted with a respondent, or it could be what you gathered from a focus group discussion, right? So that's the nature of qualitative research. All these things we discussed last session, but now I'm just just as a recap, just going through these things very quickly. Now, so this of these qualitative research methods, focus group discussion is a very widely used method for exploratory research. Okay. Now that discussion is over. Now we'll just look at another exploratory research method called depth interview. Now these are very similar things, but the difference here is that it's qualitative in nature, and again, it is an exploratory research method. I hope you can see the slide. Can you see it?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. A lot of things coming in. I don't know what is actually happening. Okay. Right. All right. So, but the difference is in focus group discussion, there basically it's a discussion on a topic conducted with some 8 to 12 people, where you will have a moderator. But in the case of depth interview, you will have only one participant, and it's in the form of an interview. And the moderator or the researcher will be conducting this interview. Okay. Now, the idea of depth interview is to, uncover or to unearth the hidden, feelings, opinions, and, motivations, or, attitude of people, right? Which these things, like, for example, the feelings, or, very hidden motivations, or certain opinions or attitudes, you won't be able to capture through normal survey or normal, let's say, one-on-one interview conducted based on a questionnaire, on a structured questionnaire. You won't be able to really get people talk very freely, and you won't be able to understand their feelings through a very short interview where you have a questionnaire with you. You just ask the questions and they will give you the answers, and these answers can be recorded. But then it's so structured that you will get very, what you call, very peripheral information about the person. If you want to really know the hidden motivations, the real feelings of a person, you have to have a very unstructured, flexible interview where the person feels very free to talk to you. And from one topic to another, you can just based on what answers they give, you can ask them more, you can get into the depth of something, and you can probe further, right? Now that's where you use depth interview. When you need to know very in-depth information, you need to have a kind of flexible interview, unstructured, very flexible interview, right? And that is called in-depth interview, or we usually call it depth interview. It's actually the complete form is in-depth. That is interview which is conducted in depth. You go into the depth of something, right? വല്ല ആഴത്തിൽ ഉള്ളത് എന്ന് പറയില്ലേ, ആ ഒരു ഇതാണ്. But usually you call it simply depth interview or DI. Okay. So that's the case. Now, so basically it's used as an exploratory research to understand the various dimensions of a research problem. Okay, it's nothing but a very a casual conversation. That's the idea. Because when you're speaking very casually, where you feel that okay, it's okay to speak or it's okay to talk to this person. You kind of reveal yourself, right? So that's the idea of it. Now, where do you use this depth interview? What are the situations? In commercial research, in order to understand consumer motivations or consumer attitudes, that's usually where you use depth interview. Okay, and in certain other cases, if you don't want to reach any conclusion, you simply want to know how a person makes his purchase decision. Why does he select one particular brand, and what factors went into that decisions? Okay, who is actually using this product at home for that particular person? You just want to gather some general information, so that you can you have an overview of the whole thing, and then you can follow it up with a more structured data collection later, right? So that's the idea of depth interview. Now, it's a non-disguised procedure. That means I told you last class, qualitative research can be disguised or non-disguised. Disguised means, you don't reveal to the participant the objective of that research, or of objective of that discussion or interview. They simply don't know why this particular discussion is being held. Okay, so that is disguised, where you reveal the identity of the researcher. I may be, yes. Any problem there? I think you can still hear me, and you can still see the slide, right?
Yes.
Is that okay? Okay. In other case, if the mic is on, you can disable it, and you can switch it on,